For airline companies, getting in line with the Level 3 regulations means reduced flight hours and reduced revenue.
Our business is all about utilizing our very, very valuable and expensive assets in terms of aircraft and getting them to fly. And now we just have a much shorter operating day in which to be able to do that, which of course reduces our ability to actually earn any revenue during that period.
The practical implications have resulted in a juggling act to accommodate passengers.
We've had to reschedule a number of flights in order to make sure that they operate sort of comfortably within those parameters, and of course cancel others in order to that fell outside of the curfew hours. So that has naturally disturbed the travel plans of a lot of customers. So we've been working very hard to ensure that we manage expectations appropriately and ensure that customers are well aware of with regard to their patience under these circumstances. It is very difficult. I know every airline around the country has had their call center, their contact center swamped, and I know that everyone's been doing everything they can to try and accommodate their customers. And I think that ultimately, we are an industry that operates under a great deal of integrity. That's important to us. And I guess the appeal would be to be patient with your airline.
The Civil Aviation says they will do all they can to ensure compliance.
The Civil Aviation Authority as the regulatory authority charged with the responsibility to enforce as well as ensure adherence to the regulations and transport directions. We've tried our level best to ensure that we continue to monitor the compliance of all operators as well as the passengers, and we shall continue to do so. Of course, there has been a number of, or a few cases rather, that have been reported to the authority indicating that some passengers on board an aircraft refuse to wear their masks throughout the duration of the flight. We are also aware that certain airlines have in fact boarded some of their passengers without a valid PCR test. This is an issue that we've taken up with the airlines.
And further advised passengers to make sure they keep curfew regulations in mind when making travel plans.
If you are going to be planning for your travel, make sure that firstly you are fully aware of all protocols and measures that you must adhere to, because failure to do so may lead in you being denied boarding. But also we want to send a warning to all passengers who do not adhere to the instructions of the crew, particularly on board an aircraft, to say if you are refusing to wear your mask, it becomes a criminal offense.
International travelers will have to provide a negative COVID test no older than 72 hours before their date of travel. While airlines will be affected, there'll be no major changes to public transport and marine travel. Nozintombi Mia, SABC News, Johannesburg.